Welcome back to Learning Inkscape, and this time I'm going to show you how to create editable dashed outlines for text. So this is basically part 2 of the video that I made yesterday. Let us create some text, and now we'll go to Object, Fill and Stroke. And first, let me give it a stroke, so I hold Shift and click on the color swatch, and I get rid of the fill by clicking on the X. On the stroke style width, we can adjust it, and now let me use a dash, maybe a combination of dotted and dashed outlines. You can see that it's applied to the stroke, and we've got no fill. You can also adjust the font on the text and font. Pick something that you like and click on apply. So this is where we were in my last video, and I've received the question of how we can now edit this further. So in some cases you want to adjust the outlines, the dashes, whatever. First select it, then go to path and stroke to path, as we've got a stroke color. Next you press Shift-Ctrl-G to ungroup it. So all of these letters are now ungrouped. We can select them individually, then select it all, path and break apart. And now all of the dashes and dots are individual elements, so now we can delete them, for example here in the D if you only want to have the outer outline. Or we can hold Shift and click only on the dashes in the A letter, and then give it a different color. But keep in mind it's not a stroke anymore because of the stroke to path effect, so we need to use a fill color now. So don't hold Shift, just click on the color swatches without holding any keys, and you've adjusted the fill, and that gives these dashes a different color. Same goes for the dots, so hold Shift and select them all with the left click. And afterwards add a fill. In principle, you could also give it a stroke, but be careful if you add a stroke. It not only might overlap the fill, it also gives you some fragments. For example, here you can see that these squares, so the dots aren't really dots anymore. So you may want to only work with a fill in this case. And this is basically it. This is how you can edit all of these dashes after you've applied them. And I hope that has answered your question. In general, I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.